And we're live.
I was lurking in your stream the other night, but you were watching Gordon Ramsay. Is that his name? It was a cooking thing. It was boys against girls, it seemed. Blue and red.
It was, and I am getting tired of the blue team getting trashed.
Are they the boys?
Yeah, the boys team tends to not be as good as the girls team.
It's cooking. It's
aggravating. Yeah, it is
girls'
cooking.
work, yeah.
But Gordon's really good. You know,
man. He should be on the boys team, really. They need some help.
He should. I want to see one season where a guy wins. Come on. Please.
They mix the teams as they get down. I mean, eventually it's going to be like 6v2 or
eventually they do, where like the two people have to vote to get him off. And like this most recent episode, he did like the thing where he's like, you know, Steve, Nick, why are you both up here? And they'll be like, Steve, give me your jacket, because we're giving you a blue one. You're on the blue team now. And it's like, they're like, oh, you got me, Gordon. You fucking got me. And every once in a while, he'll be like, Susan, you're gone. I'm done with it. And the person will sit there and be like, is he going to say back in line? And it's like, give me your fucking jacket. You're gone. Like, just like, it just takes them out because they're expecting to get fooled around. But every once in a while, he gets you real good with like a Woody, back in line. And it's like, oh, it's like, oh, I survived.
He's just fucking with him at that point.
He was doing like these interviews, like one-on-one interviews with every single contestant except for this weird dude. He seems like he's speeding all the time. Who was like pacing around the upstairs, the little area, like looking at the phone, waiting for the call. And Gordon's like in his office, like purposely not calling this guy. Everyone else has been called, and then he calls him and is like, Josh, are you the only one left up there? And the guy's like, yeah, do you want me to come down? I'm sorry, chef. Do you want me to come to your office? It's like, well, would I come? Have you come to my office? I've already spoken to everyone. It's like, but you want me to? Oh, you do want me to come to your? I've already spoken to everyone, Josh. What are you on about? He's like, he's like, get your ass down to the office, Josh. Jesus, he's just fucking with him. He left him up there the longest to make him think that he got kicked off. Gordon's hilarious. He's a very funny
he's a
guy.
Bit of a dick.
And you can tell in scenes where he's like, the scallops are fucking raw, you moron. And like he turns around and he's like, he's like having fun berating people. Fucking idiots can't handle scallops and risotto.
They are bad. I wonder if they're like the bit I saw, something was, it was a pasta. I'm sure he called it by the pasta name. And they went to serve it, but it would still break.
Yeah.
The fuck? I'm not a chef and my pasta's not that bad.
Exactly.
How do you have raw pasta you're going to send out to customers like that?
They clearly panic sometimes.
Another guy was doing like some sort of lobster gravy or something. Bisque. I don't know what the fuck it was. And there was literally no lobster in it. He pours the whole thing out onto like a cookie sheet type thing. And you can observe that there's no lobster in it. And it's like... These are chefs. This is incomprehensibly bad. How? Like, what is happening here?
That was the guy. The guy who did that was Randy, one of our favorites. He's a military chef, like an army cook, and he's actually pretty. Like, he doesn't know how to cook. He's been on the line about to get kicked off before, and like he's not a good salesperson. Gordon be like, "Why do you even belong to be? Why should you be here?" And he's like, "I can't cook most things as good as them, but I cook some things real good." And it's like you're selling yourself so badly, and like. Every single challenge, it'd be like, I want you to blow me away with a Tuscan original. And they'll be like, I'm going to try a Tuscan cheeseburger. And like, and one of the challenges that worked out great, Everyone was ripping on him like, and that fucking idiot Randy's making another cheeseburger. And like, he goes and serves it to the judges. And they're like, this looks awful, Randy. Your plating is terrible. It's just, I wouldn't like it if this was served in my restaurant, but it is far and away the best tasting thing we've had all day. We're giving you 5 points, 5 out of 5. And it's like, damn, good for you. Like going in there confident. Everybody's got their fancy fruity tooty. That was the Randy episode. His peak, I'm assuming. He's not going to make it there again. But like when he goes in with the low class burger and dominates, it's a really entertaining show. And it's fun to watch as a group because you pick up like silly little things that you otherwise wouldn't. Like bad edits audio wise, when they put in like the music where like, if someone's about to fuck up because they put that like tuba walking behind a fat person music sometimes. It's very, very funny. All the Gordon Ramsay shows are tremendous.
I like it when I catch unnecessary jumps and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. He'll talk to you and then it'll like zoom in on his face and he'll say something horribly evil. And I'm like, I don't even know that this is the same conversation. That could have been from a different day that they're editing this together. I view it with extreme suspicion.
I think that one of his best things where he like hits, I think it's an Asian woman. He like slaps the Asian woman on the side of the face with bread. He's like, "What are you?" It's like, "An idiot sandwich."
That's the best. That's the meme.
He's great. And like, there's a clip of Gordon with his mentor, and his mentor is like
Marco Pierre White.
Yeah, Marco Pierre White is brutal. Like, he tells a story of how like Gordon cried a couple times because he screamed at Gordon when he was. But then you like watch the video of Gordon as like the apprentice, and he's like perfectly straight, perfectly respectful, like watching everything that Jean Pierre whatever does, like. And so you can see from that clip, like, oh, this is why he gets so pissed when people come into his kitchen and are like, "I know how to make risotto just fine." He's like,
"It's Marco. It's Marco."
No, you don't. Or Marco something. But like, you can see like, oh yeah, because when Gordon was an apprentice learning, he was like, shut the fuck up, listen, mimic exactly what they're doing. If you don't know how to do it, ask a question.
Have you watched the old like little documentary they did on Marco where like, I don't know, BBC Two or some shit is like there in the restaurant with him, and like he just gives them those flat yes, no answers?
I haven't seen that, no.
Oh, it's so good. You can find it on YouTube. They're like, "So when you're making a souffle, is it very important to source your ingredients locally?" And he's chopping like potatoes or something. He's like, "Yes." And do you find that the at dinner service, many of the customers are regulars? Do you see a lot of perhaps famous people? Yes. And then there's like a cut, and she's like, "Marco, like, we're trying to make a TV show here. If you could punch it up a little bit, maybe like." He's like, "What do you want? Do you want me to cut myself? Do you want to see me bleed? Tell me right now. I'll cut myself for you. Tell me, would you like to see blood? Is that what you want? Just tell me and I'll give you what you want. Do you want the blood?" And like, I know for a fact if she had said yes, he'd have cut himself. Like he literally has a personality disorder. Like you watch and like it becomes very clear that this is an unstable man. Like when Gordon's whole shtick is like almost like making fun, is almost like a Marco impression. Yeah, like I'm sure Gordon is a balanced, hardworking, driven individual. Marco has a personality disorder. He is sick in the head. It's great to watch.
I'll check that out. I love these cooking shows.
I want to watch you watch Survivor Man. That to me is, maybe just I just like that show. Maybe I'm biased.
Survivor Man was fun too. There's always fun bits that pop up.
Can you watch? I'm sorry, I did the thing. Can you watch the 1,000 Pound Sisters? Is that in your?
Yeah, you can. That's not available. Like TLC doesn't upload full episodes of it. If they did, I could watch it on YouTube, but they only upload clips. So I like if I watch 1,000 Pound Sisters, I could just watch the clips.
Those women are so awful. Like they're so hideous inside and out.
The one has so much forehead fat.
I want to grab that forehead fat and like see how elastic. What word am I?
Elasticity, elastic, probably elastic.
Elasticity of her forehead fat intrigues me because I'm wondering if I could. Pop, and
I want to puncture it and see if I can squeeze it like a pimple.
I bet that like what comes out would be delicious on popcorn.
Ooh,
I would take that bet. I think it's terrible on popcorn.
Mexican sugar. Yeah.
Mexican sugar.
I bet if you like poked to the middle of her forehead, it would just stay indented.
For a while.
Oh, remember Boogie's leg did that?
Yeah, because he had like lymphedema, I think it is, where like a bunch of fluid collects and it indents weird. Ooh.